everybody with Serving Up a Better Life. And today we're going to show you that you don't have to sacrifice eating well because you don't have time. I know we all have jobs and sometimes our schedules get pretty hectic, but we can still eat well, we can still help build our immune system and help our bodies to be healthy, and it doesn't take a whole lot of time. So today we're going to be cooking with grilled chicken. I'm going to show you 3 different lunch menus that you'll be able to use, make it very fast and very good for you and really delicious. So today you will be needing some grilled chicken, you'll be needing celery, you'll be needing some radishes, a couple of portions of salad, and we'll get into the salad a little bit later, some mandarin oranges, some green olives, some sweet potatoes, and then some other vegetables that will be used, in celery, onions, and then some nuts and raisins as well. So we'll get into that in just a minute. We'll be right back. Hi everybody, we're back. Like I said a minute ago, we are going to show you how to save time and still eat well. So today I'm going to go with 3 different chicken dishes that are going to be great for your lunch. What I've done here is I have grilled. I've already pre-grilled, and I'm going to do a segment on grilling and everything like that, because actually grilling is very important in the way that you cook your meat and everything. Well, I've pre-grilled 3 portions of organic chicken. Now, again, like I said before in the other one, we use pretty much everything organic. What it means is the chicken is raised in like a pasture. They're caged free. They don't use anything as far as steroids or anything, antibiotics or anything like that to help grow the chickens. A friend of mine once told me that he was on a chicken ranch one time where they produced chickens and they used hormones, and he actually saw a chicken with 3 breasts. So you tell me if that's good for you or not. True story. So anyways, let's get started. The first one we're going to do, and basically just going to plate this up. We're going to take a small, it's about 5 to 6 ounce portion of chicken. We're going to put that on there, okay? And we're going to take our greens over here. Now this one here is going to consist of a nice little portion of chicken. Now we're using the spring type salad. This here, the salad, it has the baby spinach, it has baby arugula, it has the red cabbage, and also it has Swiss chard. All these greens are what they call power greens. They're very good for you. They're high in fiber. They're high in antioxidants. Great in folate. Folate is actually, if you don't know what that is, that actually helps rebuild our blood cells. As we know that when we're fighting any type of cancer, if we're fighting any type of disease in our bodies and everything like that, first of all we have to move out all the bad cells that are causing us to be sick, and then we need to rebuild the blood cells, the red blood cells. And this is really great. The folate is really great for doing that. It helps our body rejuvenate itself. So we've got the salad, and what I'm going to do with the salad here is I'm going to take a couple of these olives. I forgot my knife. Real quickly. I'm a real stickler for a sharp knife, so it's very important to keep your knife sharp. I know it's hard to believe, but a dull knife is a lot more dangerous than a sharp knife. So we're just going to take a few. I'm going to slice these olives, like so. And then what I use for this, because it's kind of a lighter lunch, so what I use for a dressing, and it's really quite tasty, is I'll take these mandarin oranges and I'll put a couple of them on there, like so. And then what I'll do is I'll take this. Now I'm going to slice this only because if I don't, when I squirt it, when I squeeze it, it's going to squirt all over the place. So I'll take that, I'll slice it, and just kind of squeeze that a little bit over your salad. Now the orange, this gives it a really nice sweet light flavor. Also with the green olives kind of have a little bit of a tartar taste, and together, when they work together like that, it's really quite tasty. Now also, for this, what I've done for light lunch, We don't fry things. We try to get away from all the frying foods and stuff like that. But those of you who love French fries, what I've done is I've taken these, and you got to try them. I know you might say, oh, the sweet potato fries might not tell how they're good. I didn't think I would like them at first at all either, because I'm not a real big fan on sweet, savory type stuff. But my outlook on food has changed a lot in the last couple of months. So give it a try, and you can decide whether it's something you like or not. What I've done is I've cut up these fresh organic sweet potatoes. I just put just a little olive oil on there, like so, and I just kind of mix it around. Okay. Now this is going to be a lunch for two. Obviously, you want to cut up a few more fries, but this is just to kind of give you an idea of what we're going to do here. Just kind of coat them real good. Take that. I put just a little bit of kosher salt on them. That way it kind of balances out the sweetness of it and makes it a little bit more of a savory dish. Okay. Then what I do is I put these on a plate. I mean on a pan, an oven pan. I put them in the oven. I cook them for about 15 minutes on one side at 400 degrees, and then I'll take it, I'll turn them a little bit and cook them for another 10 to 15 minutes or so. If you like them real crispy, you may have to leave them in there a little bit longer. But then what we got, we pull them out, and this is basically what we have. Put those on there like that. There we have it. And that is the first one that we're going to be using on that like there. So we've got our organic chicken, we've got a really light, small spring salad, and then sweet potato French fries. Okay, come right back and we'll get into the second one. Okay, so we're back and we're going to be doing the second dish that's a good time saver. One of the reasons it's a great time saver, because what I've done, as you can see, is I've prepared the chicken, and this can be like for a few different days. You can grill chicken and you can put it in the fridge if you want, and keep it for the next day. Of course, the salad would always be fresh every day. So we'll take this piece of chicken here, and it's really simple. You've already got your chicken grilled. If you're off on a Tuesday, you know, like my days off are Friday and Saturday, or Thursday and Friday. And I can use one of those days, cook everything up, put it in a baggie. You can freeze it, do however you want to keep it, because you're only going to be keeping it for a couple of days anyways. So you grill it up, it's already done. The next day, all you got to do is assemble it. So we're going to take the chicken, and I like mine to be really chunky, so you don't have to make it real small. But that's your choice, however you want to do it. If you like it a little bit smaller, then that's fine. Like that, and then just make little chunks. Like so. So we got our chicken cut. We're just going to sprinkle it over the top here. Just use however much you want of that. If you like it real hearty and a lot of chicken, you can use all the chicken. If you don't use all the chicken, I'll show you how to use the rest of that in just a moment. We got our chicken. We'll take a little bit of a radish. Radishes are great in vitamins. Put that over like that. And then we're going to put in some sunflower seeds. Now, sunflower seeds are great as far as vitamin E. 2 tablespoons of sunflowers will give you the same amount as half of the vitamin C that's necessary for you on it for a daily amount. Put that on there. Raisins are great. Low fat, low cholesterol, and they are amazing. I love raisins. Okay. And then finally what I got here is an apple cider vinaigrette. It's got, just put a little bit on there like that. Again, just do it to your taste, however it is you like it. If you like it real creamy like that, then you can use more. But I basically just, all I used there was basically about maybe a tablespoon and a half or so for that. So there we go. There we have it. That's your second dish. Don't forget your flat leaf parsley, because flat leaf parsley is amazing for antioxidant, for fighting cancer, and for helping boost your immune system. Again, with the salad that we used a spring salad with the different baby spinach and whatnot. So there you go. There's your second dish. How long did that take? Maybe just a few minutes is all it took. Okay? We'll be back in just a minute. Okay. Okay, we're back, and we're going to do the third and final healthy lunch that we were talking about here. What I'm going to be making for you is a really good, tasty, very simple chicken salad, and we're going to be making chicken salad sandwiches. Again, it's all prepared. You can make this, and you can make. I'm just making everything kind of simple today because, in the interest of time, I'm using one breast. If you're gonna, you can keep this for a couple of days in your refrigerator. So if you want to make a little bit more for you and your wife or your children or whatever, it'll keep for. Basic rule of thumb is that you don't want to keep anything in the refrigerator more than 3, sometimes 4 days, depending on what it is, as long as everything's kept at the right temperature. So I'm just making one small portion here. We'll go ahead. Cutting this chicken up now. With the chicken salad, I like to cut it up a little bit smaller pieces. And generally, I would just use a bigger cutting board. The only reason I'm putting the small one on here is because I don't want to mess up the one underneath, because I'll be cutting some other stuff. And you always want to make sure, even though the chicken is cooked, you always want to be careful about cross-contamination with any type of one food to another. Put that in there. And like I said before, so we don't waste anything, we have this other chicken that we used. We didn't quite use up at the other salad. We'll just add that up in there like that. Okay. Now these are the ingredients I put in my chicken salad. Celery. I love the celery. Celery is, it's a great fiber. It's also low in the carbohydrates. Gives a great flavor. Put a little bit of celery in there. I've got about 1/4 cup of celery. I've got just a little bit of, less than 1/4 cup of chopped onions. I like to chop those up rather fine as well. Put those in there. All right, so we'll just kind of mix that up just a little bit, like so. We use organic mayonnaise, all right? Like I said, everything we're trying to get everything to organic mayonnaise. And the reason being everything is going organic is because there are so many different ways that people grow stuff, and there's just a lot of impurities, a lot of pesticides, a lot of poisons and stuff like that that are being used in the foods that are being grown, the meats being raised and stuff like that. Give that a little bit of a stir like that. And then I like, and not everybody does that, but I like to put a little bit of mustard in mine. This is organic Dijon mustard. I like the mustard because it kind of gives it a little bit more flavor. It gives it a fuller flavor, a little bit more of a tang to it, and it kind of cuts the sweetness of the mayonnaise on it too. And that's basically it. What I always like to do too is I love dill. Now dill, you may or may not know, that dill actually, the Israelites in the Bible deemed this as royalty. They were actually asked at one point, to tithe part of their dill, because that's how, the supply of their dill, because that's how important and what a great royal commodity that the dill was. And when you're using fresh, And this pretty much goes with any herb. It does definitely for the dill. When you're using a fresh herb, and I always like to try to use the fresh herbs because it gives it a nice fresher flavor, you want to use about 3/3 more than you would of a dried. For instance, if you're using dried dill that's already packaged and everything like that, you would use whatever you use on that for your taste. You would want to use about 3/3 more or so of your fresh. Just throw that in there. And I love the dill on this because it gives it a really nice, fresh, smooth flavor. There you go. I'm not salting it. I season the chicken and everything like that. Very good, perfect. Before you salt or put any more pepper in it, depending on how you season your chicken, you always want to taste it. You always want to taste your food anyway before you save it or before you serve it to anybody. That way you know that it is absolutely delicious. We'll be right back. I'm going to assemble the sandwich here. If you're like me, I like a lot of chicken salad on my sandwich. So just put it on there like that. Good. Again, we stay away from the white breads, white flour, bleached flour, all that. This is not good for you. It is not good for your body. It does not process it properly. So whole wheat, anytime you can go whole wheat, whole grain is even better. Anytime you can get some multi-grain, 7-grain breads with the nuts and everything in it, it's just so much better for you. And then this one here too. You can serve up the rest of the fries that you have left. Like that. If you want, you could add some berries to it. Try to keep these lunches light. It's very simple, but it's very good. It's delicious. It's good for you, and there you have it. Again, don't forget to eat your parsley. This parsley isn't just like the regular Italian parsley, which is like after dinner you'll just take it and you'll pop it to kind of freshen your breath and everything like that. This is actually, parsley is actually good for you. So there you have lunch number 3. We'll be right back. Okay, so there you have it, and I think probably including the cooking of the chicken and the potatoes probably took maybe a total of 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. Not a whole lot of time to take out of your day to make sure that you and your family are eating healthy and getting a good meal. One of the things that we've really been working on is I didn't like the whole idea of eating healthy and stuff like that because it always just seemed like it was just going to be bland. But that's not the case. Take a little time, watch our videos, and don't take our word for it. For everything that we say on here, we have researched extensively, but don't take our word for everything, please. It's like our pastor tells us when he's teaching us the word, and when I tell people in our group too as well, don't take our word for everything that we read and teach you out of the Bible. Research it. Make sure that what you're hearing is the truth. We encourage you to do the same with what we're teaching you here as well. We started out with a grilled chicken, with a light spring salad, with an orange dressing, and sweet potato French fries. The second one was a spring salad with raisins, sunflower seeds, and a light dressing with radishes. And the third one we showed you today was a very tasty, very quick and easy chicken salad sandwich with sweet potato fries. They're easy, they're very good, and they're very good for you. So this is Randall, wishing you good health and serving up a better life to you. God bless.